Hello! How is it going, everybody? Resi RNG here, y'all's favorite loving yarn spinning catboy, back with the Orange Cat Music Chat. Welcome back, everybody. It is Sunday, December 7th, 2025. I hope you are doing well as we approach this holiday season. It's been getting a lot colder out recently. I've been taking the bundling up. Whenever I've been going outside now with full gloves, with my cap, double up with the sort of parka-ish jacket I've got. I'm cozy when I go outside. I don't know if that speaks more to my preparedness or towards climate change's weakening of the winter. So I don't know. It's been good though. I've been anticipating. I had a good Thanksgiving. I don't know if I think I touched on that last stream, but I'm quite looking forward to Christmas. My mom and I are making plans to celebrate it up here. I think she's coming up and booking a hotel, and we're also gonna go like on Boxing Day to try and like hit up some museums. So it's gonna be a fun time, and I'm looking forward to it a lot. Um, but everything is on the sort of how to say on the the hair metal deep dive, the hair metal history part 3. I've been putting a lot of work into the voiceover for that. I'm pretty much almost halfway through it, I would say, to make the long and short of it, and it's been going pretty well. I I recently had to design something new for the new how to say for the for the deep dive. I'm sorry if I'm a bit flustered. I had a little catnip before the stream. Um, but yeah, no, I've got a little something cooking in terms of the costume department for the new video, and the neat thing, the thing I always love about making new avatars for my videos, is that I have one extra thing to bust out on these streams whenever I feel like it. Uh, VTubers, it's kind of I guess it's a neuropathy or addiction or whatever you want to classify it as, but like we love having so many different avatars. Like, just look at Iron Mouse's collection of costumes, Scarlet Yonaguni, like freaking what are some insane amounts of outfits? Uh I don't know, but like there's such a compulsion to want to have like multiple different I guess forms of dress for yourself. I guess it's fashion, how to say. If indulging in VTuber fashion, as it were. I don't know. It's it's fun. I like dressing myself up in like different styles of rock. Maybe I'll do something creative for the future when we hit like prog rock artists. Who knows? Anyways, enough titter tattering over my fashion. Let's bring in our guest of the evening. Um, I found him. I want to say trawling through Twitter's lists of VTuber musicians, as it were. Not lists, but like looking through the search results, just like typing in like VTuber musician. I saw him, and he's got a pretty dope resume. It looks like, like a lot of my past artists, he's got a pretty extensive catalog dating back like a few years, and he's a rapper. He's worked with a bunch of producers to bring his sound to life, but recently I've noticed in recent entries into his catalog, he has what is it? His most recent cover on YouTube. he produced himself. He did the instrumental, and it looks like he's trying to embrace self production more and more in his career. So I'm very excited to see where he's going in his future, what his sort of influences, how they're shaping his approach to music, and all of that and more. So, would you all please join me in welcoming? Would you all please join me in welcoming Fire? How's it going, man? Oh, uh, hey, how's it going, man? How you doing? Oh, that's okay. I I hope you weren't brain rotted too much from those, although I have no room to speak. As I said, I kind of sorry, what you were saying? That's interesting. Though I have no room to speak in terms of the brain rot because I just sort of had a bit of catnip before stream. So excuse me if I'm a bit loopy. um, so the way I usually like to start these streams off is by giving the floor to my guests, letting them sort of explain a bit about where they're coming from. So I guess like what sparked your passion for, because it's one thing to sort of have music as your like soundtrack to your life, as like sort of background music or what have you. Another thing entirely to be like a purple VTuber cat who makes his own covers and angling towards, I guess, releasing his own original rap music under under his moniker. So like, where did that journey begin for you? Yeah, yeah. No, I was saying like you've got quite the Spotify catalog already. Mhm. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure. Mm. Oh yeah. Yeah. Huh. Right. Mhm. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Okay. Mm. Mm. That's awesome. Like it Okay. That's cool too. Mm. Mhm. I mean, that's it's cool like how influenced by rap you were early on. It kind of speaks to like the very, I guess, accessible nature of that sort of music. You know, like you said, you were I guess you were kind of from an area that didn't have a lot of accessibility to outside music, but even so, like being able to rap, it's like such a low bar to entry, really. You just really need to learn how to like basically come up with great rhymes on the fly and still like with all the breath control that entails and like the mastery of like spitting all these rhymes and flows and like that's stuff that it's accessible. You need to work to master it, but like unlike learning how to perfect like singing as like mastering your diaphragm or whatever as a vocalist, or like playing instruments, or like learning how to be like a master editor. It's a low bar to entry. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. 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 Mhm. Yeah, yeah. Right. Yeah, it's far harder of a thing to just sort of pick up and get good at. I would know. I've tried 3 separate times. But it is yeah, yeah, but that is cool though. Like the sort of like I don't know. It's I I wish that I could just sort of sit down and I guess get good at rapping, but I kind of feel awkward, one, because I'm not necessarily I of the backgrounds to be like I guess the most I don't know, relatable rapper, on the one hand, but I don't know, it seems like such a fun skill to pick up and master. Mhm. Oh, no. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's basically just improv, right? Like, you're trying to yes and yourself the entire time, just, like, trying to pull whatever rhymes and, themes out of thin air. Oh my god. My name's Fire. My name's Fire, and I'm here to say, uh, but you're good. What was I gonna say? Um, but like, how do you say like you go about like writing stuff? Like, it be it lyrics or I guess recently with you doing production, like you are fiddling with writing your own beats. Like, how does that process go for you? Okay. Yeah, yeah. That's fair. Hmm. Right. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Right. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Now that's totally understandable. Mm, right. Hmm. I see. I see. Yeah. Yeah. How do you even like write a hyper pop thing? Just like sort of imagine like a bit crushed beat behind you and like go into your most like I guess millennial random core lyrical zone. I don't know. I mean, I yeah. Yeah, yeah. I don't mean that judgmentally, by the way, I of course. Oh, absolutely. I got my AirPods and, I'm always like loving especially when I've had a bit of catnip before my commute, I like to go out and like just sort of vibe with like very heady music. Like I love been on a Suede kick recently, but typically love a lot of like psychedelic rock, like Tame Impala, King Gizzard, that sort of thing. Okay. Mm, that's fair. Mhm. Ah, right. Mm, mhm. Oh, yeah. Mhm. Mm. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Now that's definitely relatable. I've had that happen before too, where I'm getting super to like sort of song, and I'm taking like a bunch of those riffs in my head, just sort of blending them up together, and then I come up with an idea and I jot it down on like GarageBand. It's been ages since that's happened, but like that's how I wrote like a bunch of riffs and tune ideas for like a few of my IRL bands. Oh yeah. Oh. That's awesome. Like, I mean, usually when I sing in the shower, I'm just singing like other people's music. Yeah, yeah. Mhm. Yeah, that's very interesting. Been a while since I legitimately like picked up like GarageBand and tried to demo something. Like I recently bought like a cable to charge my iPad finally, and I've been meaning to get back into it, but it's just sort of the pressure of like getting back to it and like not quite living up to the music skills I had before to compose something. Like that's it's kind of paralyzing. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. 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 Right. I mean, practically speaking, there's this one idea I've had bouncing around my head for ages that I've been meaning to like jot down in GarageBand. My one concern is that I'm afraid that I don't know how its time signatures necessarily are going to interact with the rather limited time signature interface within GarageBand, but we'll see. Uh, that really? My gosh. Hang on a second. Oh wow. Oh my god. Hold on a second. Somebody's saying that they're not sure if they can hear you. Oh, try speaking.
Testing, testing, one, two, three. I am purple. I'm a cat. I make music. And I rap. Yeah,
Oh
bars.
no. Uh, try talking now.
Testing, testing, one, two, three. Your operator speaking, calling you about your car's extended warranty.
Can you guys hear that? Please let me know. It's looking like it's coming up on the OBS monitor now at the very least. So hopefully that'll go.
Yeah. And if anything, if people want, if you need to pick up the converse part of the conversation that was missing, my VOD's up, so you can pull it from there.
Yeah, yeah. I'm totally sorry, y'all. For VOD watchers. Kind of got the short end of the conversation here. Uh what what would you say the TLDR is from the past 20 minutes of stream?
We talked about it a lot. I don't know if we can do a TLDR.
That's
Um,
fine. That
let's
is
see.
fair.
There was a lot we talked about. It depends on what they want a TLDR of, but I guess we talked about my writing process, depending on what type of genre it is, whether it's rap or hyperpop. We talked about what kind of started my music journey, and the answer to that was basically early like 2000s music, like Eminem, Akon, and a little bit of Tupac, Rihanna, Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
And I started making Logic and Kendrick Lamar, specifically the albums 1-800 and DNA. That's
Yeah.
about it.
And I mean, you have a really cool writing process too. You see, if you it feels like you're really like hearing music in every place, like when you're sort of out and about.
Yeah, kinda. I just go in the shower, and then I let depression take over, and then the songs come out.
That's a fun way of putting it. Um, how to say? So, y- like you said earlier, you like you've kind of just begun producing and you haven't really evolved to like really making your own beats for yourself yet, but you are
Yeah.
in the game of doing it.
Mhm.
I noticed you had like a cover of your idol up where you made your own instrumental for yourself, and obviously you mixed it
Oh
and
no, that
whatnot.
the instrumental wasn't mine. It was
Oh,
the mastering and like the engineering of it that was mine. Yeah.
okay, okay. Um, but that is to say, you have been getting more comfortable producing for yourself. How has that learning process been going?
Mhm.
What's been your greatest obstacle?
The greatest obstacle, honestly, is music theory. Not knowing what the bones of a track are going to be before I start makes it
Yeah.
incredibly difficult to really like do things right. Because like I have
Mhm.
the sound in my head, I have a melody, and okay, it needs to go like this. Um,
Mhm.
but what instruments do I need to pick out? What keys do I need to put them in? And then what order do I put them in? That kind of is difficult. And that's not only to say from a theoretical standpoint, like I could maybe picture it in my head, like that's how it's going to go, but I lack the instrument knowledge to do that. And also, I'm not as proficient in the DAW that I'm using, or the digital audio
Oh yeah.
workstation that I'm using to actually be able to do that.
Now dogs are scary beasts. Like I I've been using Reaper on and off for the past few years to like, basically crudely mix like covers that I've put out, like drum covers, vocal
Y-
covers for my channel.
Yeah.
And it's been a very it's been a very crude process, as I said, because I'm scared to really dig further beyond the beginner tutorials to like basically clear up like my vocals or what have you.
Yeah, honestly, Reaper is very daunting.
It is,
I
but
completely understand. It is
it
Reaper's
is a free
very
software, so
intimidating. Yeah. Yeah, personally, I use FL. I tried using Reaper because a lot of
hmm
people suggested it, being like it's like literally the best profession, like free professional software that you can use, and you can
yeah,
always like buy plugins and stuff to make it even better.
right,
Um, I tried it. It was way like the barrier to entry was too difficult for me to the point where I was like, yeah, no, it's not. I might
yeah,
as well just try FL because it looks easier.
hmm yeah. I what So, like, is FL just like basically a lot more streamlined than most other DAWs, or
It's It's more so to say like different DAWs are good at different things, right?
right? Yeah,
If you're
yeah,
trying
yeah,
to mix vocals or work with like wired instruments, like straight up you have your instruments of your own and you're just connecting it to a MIDI interface to have it work with your DAW.
yeah.
In a lot of ways, I think Reaper is better than FL.
hmm
FL for like I would say making beats on their own without like real instruments with just digital instruments
Yeah.
and like drum kits and stuff like that. FL is a lot better when it comes to that. It's a lot better when it comes to sampling stuff as well.
hmm
Um and a lot of times it's overall a pretty good package of being user friendly. Being one of the oldest DAWs out there. Um
Yeah.
and having a lot of tutorials.
The loops do be
All
fruity
that
over there, I
combined kind of
hear.
makes it really easy to just, yeah, pretty fruity. Sometimes a bit too fruity. 'Cause you'll think you're doing one thing, and next thing you know, you press the wrong button, and all of a sudden you've completely made a completely different thing, and you're like, okay, well, now I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, yeah. It's a
But
struggle.
yeah,
I
FL's pretty good for beginners.
mm-hmm. That's unless they don't have any free versions out there, so I'd have to consider investing.
Yeah.
uh but
Yeah, I would say, at least, unlike some software, you can at least like buy it once and have it. You don't
oh
have to
yeah.
like continuously pay for a subscription, so that's
Oh,
kind of
there's no
nice.
license. That's good.
Yeah,
Uh let's see. Um what instruments or like production techniques would you want to learn if you had the spare time?
definitely. Like for me personally, now that I've tried it and I realized what I'm missing,
Yeah.
I think I would really benefit from learning music theory.
Oh, that's cool.
Like just basic music theory, learning what, like, chord progressions and so on, just learning more stuff like that. Like, sure, being able to learn the intricate and more complex stuff is great, like how to use different plugins or different, like, effects and all that to make instruments sound a certain way or sound different. But if I don't know what I'm doing with the bass instruments themselves, then I'm not gonna get to that part. So I think I really need to focus on, and I will be learning music theory so I can,
Yeah.
like, actually understand how to lay a track out and, like, make it sound okay
Yeah.
and not just straight up just random guy presses buttons on keyboard.
Right.
Then I think that's going to benefit me in the long run.
Yeah, music theory is very daunting. I would know I took like 3 semesters of it in cat college plus an additional elective on jazz theory, which was wild. That was I spent hours in practice rooms just sort of going over all these different Dorian and modal scales for for jazz. It was wild.
Yeah, I can't imagine how difficult that is going to be.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that sucks, I'm a drummer by trade, right? So I primarily think rhythmically. Most of
Yeah.
a lot of that melodic
Hmm.
knowledge and harmonic knowledge is sort of in the back of my brain, but like it's not something that I exercise often. So,
Yeah.
I kind of struggle to get ideas that aren't like motivated rhythmically first.
Hmm. Yeah. No, I get
Struggle.
that. You would do great with, like, maybe if you went into production. I think you would do great in producing rap music. Because a
Hey,
lot of rap
maybe.
music kind of focuses on the rhythm first. You kind of figure
Yeah.
out how the beat flows, and then you can add a melody on top of it to, like, spice it up. Modern day rap, like, kind of the more melodic stuff, let's say for example like Kid Leroy and stuff like that,
Yeah.
they more so focus on building on top of a melody.
Mhm.
But if you're talking classic rap and more like more how it used to be.
Oh,
It it,
absolutely.
it did start off with the rhythm first, so you'd always kick in with the drums and then layer everything
Yeah.
on top.
Absolutely. I mean, that's just in the African tradition, right? Like just going back to like tribal ceremonies and then like going into like funk breakdowns and you know, just sort of sitting the whole concept of like sitting in the pocket and resting in the groove and sort of letting that speak for the music. That's very very historic and rooted in
Mhm.
centuries of black music.
Yeah,
I I don't
yeah,
know. I
yeah. I
I
guess when you put it that way, it kind of explains as well.
yeah, I mean like I don't know. I approach it kind of more from an aggressive metal standpoint, I guess. I'm very much like when I write, it's
Mhm.
mostly either like in a in a power pop sensibility or in it's awful
Honestly,
that
like,
like platforms are being
the
flooded
way I
with
think
this
about it
stuff.
is, yeah, and I'm honestly happy that some platforms have started taking action against it
Yeah.
to where they're stopping it. And they're like,
Mhm.
yeah, they straight up just like are not gonna allow it. Like iHeartRadio recently announced that they're gonna
Yeah.
keep that stuff off of their platform, like completely remove it,
Mhm. That's awesome.
which is really cool. My
Yeah.
main thing is like in the music production world, at least, right, especially in hip hop,
Yeah.
with stuff like pitch correction, auto tune, a lot of like the way
Yeah.
certain like distortion maps work for beats and stuff. You've
Right.
always used AI and all these tools to kind of work or modify the thing that the
Yeah.
person's created, right?
No,
And I feel like that's fine, right? Auto
artificial
tune,
intelligence.
modern auto tune, yeah, in
Sorry.
itself
Yeah, artificial intelligence
is fine.
isn't a
No, go
problem.
ahead.
Yeah. It's like it's the automatic generation of music that is the key issue here. It's the
Exactly. Yeah. It's
producing an entire gold mine from a stone or whatever.
it's more so like the way I like to put it is if you're using it to modify or enhance something that you've already created, sure, that's cool because that's its
Yeah.
purpose. It's a tool to enhance the creative work, right?
Yeah.
Um, if you're using it to replace, that's fine.
Cancers. That's yeah, that's life-saving stuff.
Exactly.
I'm perfectly fine with like machine
Yeah,
learning coming
exactly.
in and
So
like
when you use it for that, it's like it's okay. But when you're
yeah.
taking the thing that humans are doing for enjoyment, for recreation, for them living their life and enjoying their life, when you're taking
Yeah.
that away from them, that's like, no, this is not what this is for.
Right. Yeah.
You shouldn't suddenly just be able to be like, oh yeah, musicians, it's great. Um, the whole point of music is for human expression.
Mhm.
It is to express emotions of the person, no matter how
Uh,
good or how bad it is. It is to express the person. It's their personality. It is what they're feeling. It is what they want to show to the world, how they want to express it. If you replace all of
yeah.
that with something a machine made, it ruins the whole
Absolutely.
purpose of it. Same
How's
thing
it
with art as well, like drawings and
yeah.
stuff. It's the same thing.
Yeah. How's it going, Brewing Clueless? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I totally agree to you with totally agree to you with a about AI there. It's just a shame that especially with like the drawn work, right? Or like, just images in general. Like there's this
Yeah.
whole debate that's
Yeah.
popped up
Because,
over like, oh, but what about, like people who don't have the talent? I mean, like just like if you're not willing to put in the time and
if you,
effort to express yourself naturally, or even just like
yeah.
be your own amateur artist and learn your own amateur way, like you
Mm-hmm.
you have not expressed
Yeah.
yourself. I do not think you have just typed
Yeah.
words into a prompt and shat out something that's an approximation of whatever you typed.
Yeah. A stolen one at that. It's not
Hmm.
even like it's stolen. It's an approximation. It's a crappy approximation. On top of that, it's stolen. It's not even
Yeah.
like good. I
It's
would
not to
say people that trace art are even better than people that use AI um, to make art. Honestly, the like my mind goes to something for an example. Let's say someone randomly made a picture of something they wanted to see, and then they hang it up
Yeah.
on their wall and call it. I'd be like, okay, I don't agree with that, but you do you, man. That's whatever. But when you have someone going online or something, or not even online, but just to people in general, they make something with a prompt and go like, "Look, guys, I made this," and it's like, "No, you didn't. You didn't make that.
Yeah.
You can't claim you did because this is entirely someone else's work. Not only is it
Mhm.
someone else's work, you didn't pay for it, you didn't take their permission, you stole it."
It's just like so insidious,
So
like when
that that
like
that comes down to like, yeah,
especially like when recently with like Spotify and it's like AI generated jazz playlists and all these other genres on there that you just know it's like Spotify or some other
oh
company
yeah.
like
I mean, they
connected
didn't
to them
even
that's
tell
going out
people
there
that
and
it
like
was. It's like,
it's yeah, it's so shitty. Like
present.
yeah.
And the song is basically around his roleplay character.
Oh.
So it's a song about his roleplay character and his story and his rise to fame i-
Mhm.
in roleplay. So that song did really well, and I'm really present that I made for someone from scratch, and they really enjoyed it. So for that, I'm really proud of it, and it's to date been my most popular song.
Hell
So for
yeah.
that, I'm happy about that. The song that I had the most fun making would probably be my song Comatose.
Mhm.
That was really like my first time trying like a fully hyperpop song. and
Mm.
really going all in with it. And it came out really well. And process of making it, especially collaborating with the person that's featured on the track, Brie. She
Mm.
was an absolute amazing person to work with, and the combination of like getting that song done start to finish was just completely enjoyable throughout.
Yeah, yeah.
And I genuinely liked the end product a lot as well.
Mm.
Um, my favorite emotionally would probably my song "Everybody Effing Hates Me." That one is kind of
Says it all with the title right there,
I
right?
think it kind of yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. That was one of the songs I came up with shower. Like straight up just go into the like my what I said earlier is like just a depression take over and then a song comes to mind. That is
Yeah.
like the prime example of a song that would do that.
Mhm.
Um and I guess my favorite of all time, this is like the best song I've ever made, and it kind of made me realize like I can actually make stuff that is like mainstream good in terms of quality as well as like catchiness and overall just something that has the potential to be bigger than myself. I
Right.
guess that would be my song Lost Cause cuz
Mm.
that surprised me. Cuz that was the first song where I was like, "Hey, maybe I like the way this song is going, but maybe let me get some outside help for it." So I asked one of my friends who's like a pro producer.
Yeah.
I asked him for some advice songs sound better. But he liked it so much, like the core of the song he liked so much. He was like, "Hey dude, do you mind if I like mix it for you and like kind of do my thing with it?" And I'm like, "Sure, go for it." And then he also like added some of his vocals to the song overall
Oh,
and mixed it
nice.
himself and mastered himself and it just turned out so good. And it like sounded like something out and I was like, "Well, I didn't know I could sound like that. That is insane." So that is like the song that I'm really proud of in that sense. That it showed me that I could make something that's bigger than myself.
That's awesome. Yeah, we love when a spontaneous collaboration like that comes together. It really is empowering when you're able to like strike upon something that you feel is truly yours. I remember like the song that, for me did that like ages ago. I Sadly it's I don't know if it's on streaming. I think we recorded it and put it on Bandcamp ages ago, but like it's it was only like a Bandcamp or YouTube exclusive song, so it's probably lost to the annals of time already.
I hey if you have the YouTube link for it, I would like to listen to it. I'm not gonna lie, I am genuinely curious.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'd have to do a deep spelunk, but for sure. Okay. Uh, so what inspired you
I've
to
got some questions for you.
Oh, sure. Go ahead. Ask away.
Um, right. What got you into music? Like, what's the thing that like struck the chord? Like, hey, I should try this.
Uh Predominantly rhythm games. Rock Band, Guitar Hero. That was what really like established my taste in music and like gave me a foundation to want to get into drumming. And from there I just got like I went to college for music. Well, history and music double major, but I did a lot of took a lot of drum lessons, played in a lot of jazz ensembles, just sort of up my game there. And I've been trying to.
You know, and then from there, yeah, I'll make a model and I did that and it also not gonna lie, in summer it helps because I can just wear a tank top and chill and not have to worry about anything. My tracking still works, everything's fine, and
Oh yeah.
I can actually breathe without dying in summer heat. So
There you
that
go.
kind of was the main for it, and I get to be a cat boy. I mean, who doesn't like
Hell
cats?
yeah. Best VTuber best VTuber species, I guess. Would you call us a species, subspecies? I don't know. Um Hey metal person Jay, how's it going? I'm just
Yeah, I
checking
mean,
in
I
to
guess you
say
could say.
Hagane does the greatest version of Living on a Prayer I've ever heard. Interesting. I've Who is Hagane? What
I living on a prayer.
banger song. I looked into that for like a recent video I did playing metal.
Yeah. Oh, I have a question for you. This is
Oh yeah,
more so VTuber related than music related.
of course.
Is orange your favorite color?
No, red is. I just like orange cats is all.
Okay, why pick orange cat?
Cuz
I
orange
see.
cats
So
are
orange
awesome.
cats are your favorite type of cat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I uh I mean, I love all cats really. I'm
Okay.
very blessed to have recently moved into an apartment with a very
Hmm.
kind black cat that roams around. So, I'm
Let's
living
go.
I'm living pretty nice right now, but yeah, I think orange cats are the most lifelike, the most spirited, the most the most cat.
No, that's very valid. Yeah. Um. So red's your favorite color. Okay. All right. Yeah. Orange cats are cool. I like orange cat. I like all cats. Honestly, I like cat. There's not a single. Actually, no. There is one cat I don't like. That's just the one. It's
Oh yeah.
it's naked cats. I don't like them naked cats.
uh I don't know. I
That's
can
about it.
I can appreciate a good sphinx here or there. I don't know if I could ever own one though. It seems like they would be such a hassle to maintain.
Yeah, yeah. That's pretty much my fear too. I couldn't deal with them. I can't imagine me holding one. It's
Yeah.
like something. It just feels wrong. So I'm like, I'll just keep my distance with them. But other than that, like, I don't have anything against them in the sense of like, uh, I don't despise them or anything. But like,
Yeah.
um, but every other cat is great.
They're cute. I like to watch them from afar. Do you know the YouTuber Strange Aeons? She has very adorable Sphinx cats in her videos all the time.
Mm, I wouldn't say I do, and I'm glad I don't because I don't want to look at more Sphinx.
that's that's fair. That is fair. Um, what do you hope to do, I guess, as a musician in the VTuber like as loaded as a question as this might be, what do you hope is your legacy?
Honestly, when it comes to the music stuff, I use when I first started music, it was like genuinely just making stuff to get emotions off my chest, right?
Right.
And even now, that's mostly the reason I make music. I
Perspective on things.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that. It's genuinely like it has its own beauty in a way when
Hmm.
I think there's also people that genuinely enjoy listening to artists that
Yeah.
are underground, that are like keeping to themselves, and they find it more relatable and more enjoyable when it's someone that is just purely doing it because they want to put music out there, and it's not like just chasing profits or chasing popularity, right?
Yeah.
um that's not to say that if it did come my way I wouldn't enjoy it or appreciate it, because I definitely would. I Who wouldn't, right?
Right.
But it's more so that the initial motivation been that, and it's more so just about sharing an experience with people.
Absolutely. By the way, Metal Person J, just to answer your question before we get ahead of it, I am not a session musician, but I do play in like two different bands in the New York City area, and it's it's busy enough as is. I don't know if I could take up session drumming on top of that, though that'd be cool.
Are you actively in two bands right now?
Yeah, I mean, actively is a stretch because we're all working adults, right? And it's very hard to
Hmm.
put together like time to rehearse between us, put to like find gigs, like
Yeah.
but we do have we have been putting out like projects, and I have played out a bunch this year in like a few different venues around the city, and it's been it's been
Heck
fun.
yeah. Let's go. I honestly, I've always wanted to kind of see that whole process,
Oh yeah,
like firsthand. That's something like I've always wanted to experience is like what
being
a
in a
band
band.
goes through when they're yeah, what like not necessarily being in the band, but seeing what they go through when it comes to like putting together a set list for a gig and so on, or like even making songs start to finish. Because I've always made stuff solo, or maybe
Hmm.
with one other person, right? And it's always been like a other person showing. So you play the drums and you're like, this is what I wait, I can work
Yeah,
with
yeah.
that, and then they just
Like
play a guitar riff on top of that.
you either try to translate what's in the demo or like try to deliver your own version of that, right? If that makes sense.
Got you. Now, actually, so I want to kind of circle back to the thing that you talked about earlier with DAWs and stuff. You know how you mentioned that in GarageBand you can like kind of just drop the guitar riffs and stuff to like an order or a melody so to
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
play it out and hear what it is. You can that's one of the reasons why FL is so popular and it's so good because you can just do that with any instrument,
Yeah,
unlike
yeah.
Reaper.
Yeah, no, Reaper is very it's not very user friendly. It's very, technical
It
with
also relies on hardware. Like you, if you have your own guitar and drums and stuff, and you have a MIDI interface connected and play your own instrument, Reaper is great. It's probably the best
yeah.
thing out there that you can use for free. Like aside from maybe like Ableton and Logic,
No,
but if it comes
Reaper's
to
was
someone
really
that's
good for me for like MIDI drums. That's how I've been able to record
yeah,
some drum covers.
yeah, if you have like actual instruments, Reaper's like really good to interface with. Even better than FL because FL has like built-in delay and stuff that kind of makes it really
Mm,
hard to work with sometimes with real instruments. But
yeah,
Reaper
yeah.
is like really smooth when it comes to that. But FL is better in the sense of if you just want to take like a drum kit or a guitar kit and then just lay stuff together to like put up a demo without playing real instruments. Like FL just does that a lot better.
Yeah. Interesting. Hagane is Love Bites Jr., whatever the female equivalent. Interesting. I'll have to look into that further. Not not even sure what Love Bites is.
It's what your
uh
cat does to you if you don't give him treats.
That's true, that's true. Although the cat that I'm living with is very sweet. I mean, yeah, they'll sometimes come into the kitchen and meow at me for the turkey bacon that I try to prep, but like other otherwise we get along great.
Cats deserve the bacon. You must provide the bacon.
Yeah, they can have a little bacon treat. Um, so do you have any dream goals or collabs as a VTuber? Is there anyone you'd want to get on like your music ever?
I have different dream collabs depending on music and depending on VTubing or streaming.
Right.
Um, I would say if it's just music, it would have to be my dream collab would be my number one artist of all time, my goat, Quadeca.
Oh,
That
yeah.
would be like a dream collab. Um, just because of like how special his music is to me, and
Yeah.
how his own musical journey kind of inspired and changed the way my journey went. Because I
Okay.
went from like doing primarily rap music to kind of changing to hyperpop and like actually trying to sing and learning how to and do all that stuff.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have done it or be inspired to do it if it weren't for his stuff.
Mhm.
I would say there's a I made a tweet a long where I like listed my collabs in no particular order except for number one being Kudeka. Like that was the only order. It was number one and then everyone. Um, but I would say like Baby No Mind is one of
Mhm.
Logic is one of them. Those are people I see like my music would actually like match well with, and I could actually do
Yeah.
something with. And I think if I did that, it'd be like the greatest thing ever.
I mean, maybe no
Um,
one who's worked with VTubers before. You stand a decent chance.
Trust me, I've tried. That song that I made, Senorita, it was originally a part of that song left empty, and I tried to get Baby No Money on it, but I did not get noticed by my senpai, unfortunately. So
That's.
that didn't work out, and I filled the rest of the song in and made it.
Mhm.
But that song was heavily inspired by his style, and I thought, I'd shoot my shot. So I made like a whole TikTok and everything, and I sent it out a bunch of times. I posted it, and a lot of Baby No Money fans that like his music saw it, and they were like, "Hey, dude, this is actually good," and
Yeah.
wishing you the best of luck. Hopefully, he sees it, but he
Yeah.
didn't, and it's
Alas.
okay. Yeah, maybe one day. You never know.
Yeah. Keep
You
on
know.
grinding.
Yeah.
So, like,
W-
when you
Yeah.
stream, like, I guess, how do
Mhm.
you incorporate music into your streams? You mentioned, I guess you do production streams. Do you also do karaoke at all, or?
Yeah, I do karaoke stuff sometimes. So like I have like a song request redeem type thing where people can like
Okay.
redeem a cover of a song, and I usually do it. Um, Mostly, I haven't really done that music streams, right? It's
Right.
crazy. Guy's name is Fire Music and he doesn't music. Like this was the running joke when I told my chat about this that we're doing today and like talking about music and stuff. The first reaction that the longest like the oldest members of my community were like, "Oh my god, the guy that has been crazy." Okay, all right, I get it. That's fair. I have been slacking on the music when it comes to streams. I mostly like just play games a lot on stream. That's mainly my
Yeah.
my thing.
That's
Music is
fine. Yeah.
something I do when I'm like trying to vent emotions kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I don't always do it. Plus there's also the thing of like um finding beats and stuff since I don't make the beats from scratch. When I'm looking for beats or beat shopping, doing it on stream, I've tried it before. I've gotten
Mm-hmm.
like copyright strikes left and right. Just me browsing beats. I'm like playing them for 2 seconds if I like get copyright,
Ah.
copyright, copyright, copyright. And it's like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like really annoying because I want it to be entertaining. You're what
Mm-hmm.
long to share the process with them. But I can't really do that if the VOD gets muted or the stream gets cut.
Mm-hmm.
So I just stopped doing it in general. And the only time I do it, like with the song Senorita, is like I've made it start to finish on stream.
Yeah.
I already had the beat picked out before the stream started. And then I took the beat and then I finished the song on stream. So I will
Mm-hmm.
do that from time to time. But other than that, usually stream is usually incorporated in the way of like goals and stuff. Like if someone wants me to do a cover of something, I'll usually set it up as a goal, and if I hit the goal, I
Okay.
do that cover,
That's
which was the
cool.
case with Your Idol. That
Mm.
I did the cover for. That was during
Yeah.
a charity stream, doing the
Mm-hmm.
last summer or this summer, rather. and we hit a goal, and another goal was to do a from Stray Kids, and I'm still working on that one because it is really difficult to find a beat of a Stray Kids song that doesn't get me copyright struck
Oh,
out
jeez,
the
yeah,
window.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But my karaoke streams sometimes comprise of someone requesting a song cover, and I'll be like, "Yeah, I can do that." And but Mickey, and then I'm like, "Oh God, brace yourselves." I do it, but it's probably funny for the people experiencing it, and for some people, it's sheer pain.
Hey,
So
there's some enjoyment to scuffed VTuber karaoke. You know, some certain VTubers build their brand around it.
mm-hmm, yeah, I'm the guy that can do a karaoke cover of most songs.
uh,
Don't get any ideas, chat. Don't get any ideas. Don't do it.
Love Bites is modern day female anthem or Ladness, if you will. They get compared to Dragon Force sometimes. Interesting. I had to admit I'm not that familiar with like the modern Japanese metal scene that much. I've been focusing too much on like the 80s and 90s.
I'll note a few ideas for you. Oh no, it's begun. I'm gonna get requests of Mickey Mouse covers of stuff now. Oh God. Oh seven.
Oh, I am sorry that I
Yeah,
have unleashed this wave upon you. Um,
it's
when you
okay.
but but like when you stream games, what is your favorite game
hmm
to stream? Like what do you like to stream?
Um, I mostly do like hero shooters, Overwatch,
Mm.
stuff like that. Lately I've also been doing a lot. That's a good one that I've been playing. Mostly like multiplayer, like shooters and competitive games.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I'll have like those be my daily games. Those are what I do daily. And then
Right.
on the side of it, as like more chill stuff, I will do like story-based games or like whatever game that's out. And recently, I finished playing Dispatch. Before
Oh,
that, I was
cool.
playing Expedition 33. Now I'm playing Hollow Knight the Silk Song as well.
Hell yeah. Love
So like
Scum.
I do like variety games on more competitive games on the daily because like I play competitive and I try to get more of my daily stuff.
Okay. That's cool. Uh
Yeah.
you
What
yeah,
about you? You much of a gamer?
Uh, not much these days, unfortunately. I mean, I recently played Silk Song and very much enjoyed it, but
Mhm.
predominantly I play rhythm games a bunch. That's sort of my vice these days. There's this one game, I don't know if you've heard of Yarg, yet another rhythm game. It's like a fan made sort of Guitar Hero slash rock band platform, essentially.
I have heard of it. Yeah.
Oh, I love Yarg. You know, I've downloaded so many fucking custom songs, like rock band tracks, rock band DLC. I've just been going nuts in that game. It's been great.
Oh heck yeah. I personally like my experience with rhythm games starts and stops with Osu,
Oh yeah.
and I stopped. I tried Osu. It was fun for a while, and then it got frustrating. Then it got fun again, and then I stopped because my wrists kept hurting every day.
God. Yeah, yeah. High level Osu, I don't know how you can do that shit.
Bro, I saw one dude like playing Osu, and he uses like the pen and the tablet, right? But
Uh-huh.
he's acting like he's playing the drums while playing Osu. He flips his pen in the air in the middle like a split second thing while like he's playing. and he
That's
still gets like a
incredible.
high score or whatever.
That's just a
And
flex.
I'm just like, you know what? That's when I know to quit. Like I'm never gonna be there. I'm not even gonna try. It's fine. My wrist hurts as is. I don't wanna even wanna bother. I'm just gonna take a step back. I'm gonna go back to my FPS games.
Good. Yeah, for real. I have my lane, I stick to it. I used to variety stream a lot more as a VTuber, and I guess I played it like along those lines. I played Apex, but I was always more of, I guess, a boomer shooter sort of guy. I love the Doom game, like Doom, like
Hmm.
especially like the modern trilogy. I haven't played the Dark Ages yet, but like id Software have done a
Yeah.
fucking banger job with those games. The early Dooms, I love those as well, but otherwise, I'm not that much. I'm not that much. I haven't played as many shooters these days as I have like a few years back.
Yeah, no, I get that. I played Apex on launch,
Yeah,
so back like in 2019 and stuff. I played it
yeah.
for a while. I did stop playing the game after a bit, mostly because my computer at the time could barely handle it, and the requirements for it kept going up, and I was like, you know what, I can't. My computer's gonna explode.
That
So
thing
I
is a
just
fucking memory hog, man.
yeah, it's honestly it was rough. I couldn't run it without like especially like streaming and running it at the same time was nearly impossible. So I kind of just
Oh
stopped,
yeah,
and then the roleplay addiction took over, and the rest was history. But yeah,
yeah,
that
yeah,
did happen. But Apex is a fun game. Like my friends play it a lot, and
yeah.
they enjoy it. One
No,
of my
I
friends kind of is like really good at it. So yeah, it's a cool game.
I had a good time. I remember like playing back then. I mean, I didn't often stream it, but like offline playing
Mm.
Apex was a lot of fun when you really got into the groove and got on like a good team. I used to main
Yeah.
Valkyrie all the time, and it would be fun as hell just using like that fucking rocket jump to constantly zip over the map.
Yeah, I think if you like Apex, I feel like you might enjoy Arc Raiders too. It's all like very much kind of in the vein of sort of like a battle royale, but it really isn't. In that
Interesting.
you're fighting like these robots
Yeah.
that are like the main enemy, but you have the risk of running into other players and them being like hostile, right? The main
Yeah.
hostile enemies are the robots. Um,
Mm,
Players can be friendly or they can be,
right.
but the way you win the game is you get the loot and you get out. There's no like eliminate everyone on the map to win
Okay.
aspect of it. You just
That's
get
interesting.
what you want and you leave before the map explodes. They literally drop a nuke and then everyone dies. So you have to get out before that happens. So you go in for resources and loot to make better guns and so on and complete your
Interesting.
missions and then you get out all while fighting giant robots.
Mm,
Um so I kind of like it for that aspect of it in the sense that I don't have to fight everyone even if I don't
yeah.
want to. Like if I don't want to, I just don't.
Mm,
That makes it really enjoyable for me, which I can't really do with battle royale because like eventually I will have people, but I can like literally do like a passive.
yeah. I mean, it sounds like a fun gameplay loop. I don't know. Does it have less memory restrictions than Apex?
I feel like it looks like it looks like it might need more, but they've actually done a really good job like stripping away certain things to where it's not that bad.
That's
Like
good.
it can run on most stuff.
I
It's
love
pretty
when
optimized.
game studios take the time effort to actually optimize their big ass games, because so many triple A's don't take that courtesy anymore, and it sucks.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. Another example of developers that actually take their time and do something that's good for the player, even though it's not like whatever. is Helldivers 2. It's
Oh
another
yeah.
game. It's another um like Arc Raiders, but there's no PvP in it. You're essentially
Yeah.
only fighting like the enemy with
Yeah.
other people in your team. They reduced their game file size from 154 gigabytes 23 85% drop in file size. They
Oh
spent
wow.
like 3 months working on making sure they could optimize it as much as they can to the point where they would reduce the file size and it has like zero on like most hardware, and they said that 11% of their player base may get a increase of maybe 2 seconds of loading times. That's it, 2 seconds.
That's incredible. I've
Yeah.
thought of picking up Helldivers, but I don't know. I feel like it's one of the like games where once I get sunk into it, that's just gonna be another fucking distraction away from my work.
Yeah, it is. I feel like Helldivers is the type of game that's like very much a very chill game. Like you can pick it up, you're gonna get addicted to it for a while, but once you've done everything you need to do, kind of,
Yeah,
you can like kind of put it down, go back to your life, and then another update drops. You come back, you do the same thing over, and you're fine. And the
yeah,
game very much presents itself that way. There's no like mandatory to get. You don't need to keep up with missions all the time. You can very much just pick it up whenever you want and play however you want. Really chill. It treats itself playability wise like a single player game, but it's a player game. And I think that's like really cool about it.
yeah, for sure. Um, eh, uh, so have you gone to very many concerts in the past? Like, have you seen any like rap shows or have you been to any rock concerts,
Um,
anything like that?
Zero actually.
Mm,
Zero concerts. Like mainstream concerts, none. Like
okay.
absolutely none. I've only been to one concert in my entire life, and it was like a random like community event type of thing. So it wasn't like a
Okay.
full on concert. It was just
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
you know, in the sense of like the people that were there, it was a big deal to them. This that was like, well, he's not a local artist. He's from our community. He was a mainstream artist that came from our community.
Yeah.
Wasn't was completely different from what I like or whatever. Um, I was like not my deal, like not my thing, and it was like very much just very boomer music, and I mean like in the sense of like it was traditional like
Right.
being like it's like traditional Asian music. It wasn't like
Yeah,
rap
yeah.
or pop or anything like that. So it was like not something I enjoyed, but that was a concert I was in because my parents were cool, I guess. But that was like my only concert experience. I haven't
Right.
like actually experienced anything like a rap concert or like a pop concert or anything like that. I would like to, but not something I really want to experience like a concert for real of like an artist because I feel like I'd actually be able to fully take in and experience that whole thing,
That's totally
unlike what
fair.
I've done that one time.
Hey, if you have any local music scenes, like go out and support local music if you know any like artists, but I don't know. I mean, I guess it
Yeah,
depends on where you are.
yeah. I mean, growing up, I couldn't really do concerts and stuff.
Mhm.
Given that I grew up in the Middle East, it wasn't really like that of a
Right.
thing. Like it was, for a while, it was banned straight up.
Mm.
Um, but they recently, I mean, it's been popping off, especially in stuff like that, like places like that, especially like the other countries where they hosted the World Cup and all this. They've
Right.
had concerts and all that stuff now. They had go perform there, but they do all that stuff as soon as I leave, like, and that's when all the good stuff happens. Like, well,
Yeah.
great. Well, I miss my
Mhm.
So
Uh,
yeah, hopefully I can experience it. I'll be more so in the area of where all those places soon enough. So when I'm around, hopefully I
yeah.
get to catch some concerts.
Um, so it looks like I'm just about at the end of the list of questions I've got prepped. Something I usually like to end things off on with these streams, uh, by asking, with the current state of the world and things getting more chaotic by the day, something I like to ask of my guests
Yeah.
is like, what sort of music do you turn to in times of stress? Like, what do you like to listen to when you're sad, angry, depressed, what have you?
Mm, I would say when it comes to like negative emotions in general,
Yeah.
like anger, sadness. Mostly, I feel like my anger kind of stems from sadness, right? Like I
Mm.
don't usually get angry for the sake of being angry. Is
Yeah.
more so usually I'm sad, and then as I'm sad and I cannot kind of deal with the sadness, it translates to anger kind of
I
deal.
see. Okay.
Um, so it's a frustration on myself, right? External factor. Um, so I feel like a lot of it, honestly, the perfect music genre for me validates them is hyperpop.
Mm.
A lot of hyperpop songs kind of um take those emotions and like they instrumentalize them, for the lack of a
Yeah.
better word.
I mean,
That's
hyperpop is
the
just
best way I can
manic.
put them.
I totally get like using that as like cathartic music.
Yeah. A lot of the artists I listen to as well. Quadeca is a good example. Sadness kind of
Mhm.
embodied in his music, in one of
Yeah.
his albums, not the latest, the album I Didn't Mean to Haunt You. That
Yeah.
entire album is very mysterious, very ominous. There's not that many songs that you can instantly point to it being hyperpop, but there are
Yeah.
some elements to it, and near the end, there are pick up that vibe. But that entire song, when you like that,
Yeah.
some of the songs like very much like give this feeling of like him haunting a house or a person.
Mm.
The way
Oh,
it sounds, it's like very eerie, very ghostly.
yeah.
And at the end of it, you realize that entire song is dead, and
Mm.
they are a ghost that's haunting, or rather, that is one of the things that people have pointed to because he hasn't explicitly mentioned it. But it's also the thing of like either you're feeling like you're someone slowly dying or fading into
Yeah.
obscurity, and you're like a ghost haunting people, or you are that. It's one or the other, right? And I feel like that kind of
Damn.
what if I was gone, or if I'm already gone, then what kind of deal.
I didn't
And
know
that's like one of the songs, but a lot of yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I didn't know Quebeca got that deep. I only really know him for his appearances on the Hive Mind thing a few times. The Hive Mind podcast, I guess, Hive Mind, whenever they do like
Yeah.
I remember him appearing on
It's
like bracket videos, and he's a really funny guy.
mhm. Yeah, the thing with the Hive Mind stuff with Podaka, right? They've
Yeah.
when he was on Hive Mind, they hyped like a lot of his rap stuff and like his more like hype stuff. They didn't really it wasn't it was before he released more of his like emotionally like mature
I
pieces.
see.
Stuff right after all of that when he like went into fully like just main like going fully into music, he kind of
Hmm.
stopped like the whole YouTube thing. He went in
Yeah,
fully
yeah.
to like properly into the industry and all that. That's when he kind of just took this thing because he went to music school for like 2 years and he did for that time,
Hmm.
and he like just immersed himself in like the art form, and he came back out with just this completely different like completely different style of music to his
Yeah.
previous stuff. Um, and there's some rap elements to it still. You know, there's this typical like hype stuff there still, but
Yeah.
mostly it's been about like kind of reaching out and like making people feel a certain type of way with his music, and I feel like he's done a really good job of it and how
Mhm.
he does it, especially his album "I Didn't Mean to Haunt You." It evokes a certain emotion in anyone.
Yeah.
It's like this kind of like eeriness and like this feeling when you listen to it is like you kind of feel like you're listening to a ghost
Yeah.
or the remains of a person, like whatever remains of the spirit of this person, and that's
Mhm.
what you're listening to, and it's like really cool. And honestly, I didn't pick that up on first listen, right? I listened to it multiple times, and over my second, third, fourth listen is when I like started piecing together the whole picture. A thing that I like to do when I listen to projects, especially, is I'd listen to them in the original just to get a full picture. And that usually helps me a lot understand what the artist was going for
Mm.
in a lot of ways. I do this with like almost every album. But yeah, that's usually the type of music that I go. When it comes to like workout music, I'm gonna say it here. Like I said, I listen. So when it comes to like workout music, I listen to K-pop. For some
Mm.
reason, it helps me work out better. A lot of like K-pop Demon Hunter stuff is what I'd listen to when I'm been my workout playlist for the longest time this year. I was just listening to the K-pop Demon Hunter soundtrack.
Yeah.
And then when I'm playing video games and stuff, I listen to a lot of anime music, like straight up like J-pop,
Mm.
J-rock stuff, and that helps as well. Like if a Ado song comes on while I'm playing, pop off.
See, I don't
Oh, what about
these
you?
days I don't really listen to music that much when working out. I prefer to put on like YouTube videos. I should be getting more into the habit of
Okay.
listening to music while working out because I feel like it would be more efficient for research for my videos, but
Hmm.
I don't know. That's just kind of how it shakes out. I like having I like I guess learning things in the background.
Yeah, I mean that's completely fair. I had a phase where I would just listen to podcasts when I would walk around,
Yeah,
instead of
yeah.
music.
uh But yeah, that's about all the questions that I had prepped for you. Is there anything else that you wanted to talk about or ask?
Yes, I did actually. I want to ask you about what made you choose VTubing.
Uh Hollow Life, probably. I mean, like I was one of those VTubers who, was like cooped up during COVID and discovered like Hollow
Hmm.
Live like right around the time they debuted Myth. So like
Okay.
I was a very early adopter to this that uh from there, what was it? I got my stimulus check for COVID, and I was like, well, fuck,
Hmm.
I might as well get a PC that can do VTubing, right? And streaming. So got like this pretty decent gaming PC from like a micro center. And from there I used Vroid to set up my first model, and I decided to go the whole variety streaming route of a VTuber, right? I
Hmm.
tried to, do like
Yeah.
multiple streams a week, tried to switch things up with like harmonica practice or like
Mm.
fucking um like gaming or like reviews. But it got to a
Yeah.
point where, I didn't know shit about streaming at the time, right? Still I'm still kind of
Yeah.
picking things up here or there, but um
Mm.
it was like I don't know. I got very burnt out very fast, and I wasn't getting
Yeah.
many people coming by and chatting with me. So it got to
Hmm.
a point where it was just like, I like editing things. I like making
Hmm.
more I like making things in like DaVinci Resolve. Why not refocus and do like music history documentary? because I love music, I love
Yeah.
history, I love music history. And so I was like, fuck it, let's do a channel with like rock music history. And I started I started with like this whole series on like the downfall of Kiss in the late 70s,
Mm.
early 80s. And there I just sort of continued and I guess built my audience from there. And this, this music talk stream, it was kind of a long
Yeah.
time goal in the making because I wanted, originally when I was a variety streamer to do like I wanted to do a like I wanted to host like a music talk stream where I talk to like
Hmm.
Vtuber musicians and expose their music and work to like a broader audience, right? But
Yeah.
I don't think it's gotten that big, but the fact that I've kept with this whole format for this long, I'm proud of it
Hmm.
personally.
Yeah, honestly, the way you've put your work into your content, like I checked some of it out, right? And genuinely, like a lot of it seems like you really enjoy the time when you're doing it. I can like feel how passionate you are the topics you're talking about when you're talking about it. And it immediately like makes me feel like I should myself like the emotion that it evokes in me. And I think that's like the primary thing about like storytelling or like making content is that if you can kind of get other people interested in the thing they have zero idea about just by you talking
Yeah.
about it, I feel that then you've done a good job. And I feel like a lot of your content, me personally, I hate editing. Like I genuinely
Yeah.
despise it. And it is more so for that I've done it for so a lot of times it becomes a thing of like if I'm editing something and I'm putting effort in editing it,
Yeah.
I want there to be a result of that work, right? If I don't
Mhm.
get results from it, I get so I used to do like breakdowns and reaction to like a lot of stuff back when I first
Yeah.
started. This was before I started streaming this music reaction. So I would do like music reactions, part breakdowns, and all that stuff of like rap tracks and like other songs.
Mhm.
And a lot of it was okay, but some of them would like, the case with YouTube. Sometimes you put a video out. For me, it was like kind of frustrating that I would take so much time, and it would always be I would take so much time editing something, and I thought I did a really good job with editing piece of content. I put it out, no one watches it, but then there's something that I put together in like maybe in like 5 minutes. I spent zero effort on it. I put it out because I was in a
Yeah.
trying. Yeah. So I don't like editing because of that because the results are always varied.
Yeah.
More it to be more fun when I'm streaming. Because then it's like, oh, I'm doing this thing that I enjoy doing. And then I have some company, and that part of it is just is more appealing to me. Especially because I don't have um spending extra time first doing the thing that I like doing, and then on top of that, spending more time doing this other thing. Instead, I can all just have it all in one and then go from there. That kind
Yeah.
of helps me out a lot.
Absolutely. Well, Fire, it has been a fire stream today. Thank you for coming on and talking with me about music and
Heck yeah.
such.
Thanks for having me. Hey, if you need someone to show you games, especially the pew pew games, because you be like in shooters, I got you. Just let me know.
Yeah, 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 absolutely. And hey, where can people best reach you? Like what's your platform of choice?
I would say, if you want to catch me streaming daily, playing video games and just yapping about a bunch of stuff like technology, music, games, you can catch me on Twitch, twitch.tv/FAYR music. That's fire spelled FAYR. But if you'd like to catch me on anywhere else for like just music stuff, you can look up FAYR on Spotify or any streaming services, and you'll probably find my stuff. And anywhere else, it's Fire Music. Same way everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's about it.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Fire, and thank you to everybody else who came on and watched me today. I apologize for any missing audio in the first 20 minutes of the stream. I might have to go back and edit that later. But regardless, Vad Gang, I hope you enjoyed today's stream as much as anybody who might have wandered by. Um, I hope to hopefully I'll have more updates soon. I know I'm gonna have to make a Patreon blog post soon for my Patreon members about all the updates on the video, but hopefully I'll have some more
Hmm.
minor updates for the rest of y'all soon on the progress of the final hair metal history video. But regardless,
Yo, let's go.
thank you all for coming by today and watching me chat with Fire. um, I will actually before I leave, I need to find who I'm rating into.
Oh, heck yeah. Well, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. I had a fun talking about music and stuff with y'all.
Absolutely. You know what? We're gonna go to Pia's stream. P Slime Girl. And if you want to follow me there, oh, who are we kidding? There's nobody here. It's okay though. Um,
I
yeah,
got you.
I'm going to log off for the night. Thank you all for watching today's Music Talk stream, and I will see y'all next time. Bye bye.